Remembrance Day AVS Student Works for 2017. These are some of the projects that were worked on this past week as we thought about Remembrance Day. Poppy pastel art by Arcada 2s in Miss Kim's class. Mrs. Griffith's class reflected on the past, the present, and the future and how that is affected by our Freedom and Remembrance Day. They're in grade 3 to 5. The Fusion students that come to AVS on Mondays and Wednesdays made Poppy pictures using Adobe Spark Post. They're in grade 6 to 8 with Mrs. Esau. In Flanders Fields, as read by the 6 to 8 students in Mrs. Howe's class.
In Flanders Fields, the poppies grow. Between the poppies, row on row,
that mark our place, and in the sky,
the larks still bravely singing fly.
Scarce heard amid the guns below.
We are the dead short days ago.
We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow.
Loved and were loved, and now we lie.
In Flanders Fields,
take up our quarrel with the foe.
To you from failing hands we throw.
The torch be yours, still hold it high.
If ye break faith with us who die,
we shall not sleep though poppies grow.
In Flanders Fields.
And here's a poem by the Digital Literacy at AVS grade 9 to 10 class with Mr. Carpenter.
Why We Wear a Poppy by Don Crawford. He printed this in the Perth Courier in the 1960s. Please wear a poppy, the lady said, and then held one forth. But I shook my head. Then I stopped and watched as she offered them there. And her face was old and lined with care, but beneath the scars the years had made, there remained a smile that refused to fade.
A boy came whistling down the street, bouncing along on carefree feet. His smile was full of joy and fun. Lady, said he, may I have one? When she pinned it on, he turned to say, why do we wear a poppy today?
The lady smiled in her wistful way and answered, this is Remembrance Day. And the poppy there is a symbol for the gallant ones who died in war. And because they did, you and I are free. That's why we wear the poppy, you see.
I had a boy about your size, with golden hair and big blue eyes. He loved to play, jump, and shout. Free as a bird he would race about. As the years went by, he learned and grew, and became a man, as you will too.
But the war went on, and he had to stay, and all I could do was wait and pray. His letters told of the dreadful plight. I can see it still in my dreams at night. With the tanks and guns and cruel barbed wire, and the mines and bullets, the bombs and fire. Till at last the war was won, and that's why we wear a poppy, son. The small boy turned as if to go, then said, thanks, lady, I'm glad to know. That sure did sound like an awful fight, but your son, did he come back all right?
A tear rolled down each faded cheek. She shook her head, but did not speak. I slunk away in a sort of shame, and if you were me, you'd have done the same. For our thanks, in giving, is oft delayed, though our freedom was bought, and thousands paid.
The Canadians we remember fought for our freedom. The least we can do is stand up for it. We honor those who have given their lives serving Canadians and helping people of other nations.